I survived 50 days in Minecraft Realms. As everyone knows, Realms is a multiplayer experience for Minecraft and it's a lot of fun when you have the right people around. So me and a few other friends decided to hop on and make a video on it. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this 50 days. If you want to see 100 days, make sure to like and let me know. Love you guys. Peace. Alright, day one, we just spawned in and we found out that we were living in a safari, which was not an ideal seed or location for us, so we headed off and searched for new land. As we were still trying to get out of the biome, we ran into a couple sheep and it was getting pretty dark, so I decided to seek shelter down in the cave. As I placed the torch down, I found a few iron ore and I decided it was a good idea if I go mining for the rest of the night just until sun comes up so I could continue my travels. As I was playing reckless, I allowed a zombie to come up behind me and I managed to kill it, but something unfortunately happened and I fell into the lava. So that's our first death on day one. Oh lord. As I continued my journey, I ran into a power 1 bow, and it was surprisingly decent for, just spawning in again. As the sun rose, we knew day 2 was here, which meant it's time to get a move on. So we ran into an ocean, and we decided it was best to travel across the ocean and find a hopefully new biome other than the safari. As we set sail, Bangs met an unfortunate fate. No worries though, because he made it back in time and we had a wonderful view while traveling the ocean. We found another place to conquer and it ended up being another safari, but there was a jungle attached. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to suffer the same fate as before, so I kind of just stayed in a tree for most of the night. Up until they asked for some help, so I got up off my tree and I came and helped them. Up until I ran into a bunch of watermelons and I collected those. I went off to explore for a little bit and I found a place that looked pretty sick.
Oh, this place is sick. What the hell is that?
Just a plain old bamboo forest. Except in the distance we could see another portal. And inside that chest there was only boots and a flint and steel that were actually useful.
Thanks, watch out.
We were getting overwhelmed, so we decided it would be best if we just kept running. I ran into a lonely parrot, so I made it my mission to find some seeds so I could give him a partner. It wasn't very long until I gathered enough seeds to get a new friend.
No.
I ended up naming him Jack the parrot. It wasn't long until I realized how much this seed really sucks. Every single place I find is a tiny island, and I did not want to live on an island. I walked upon a group of pandas, and I gave them something to snack on while I go adventure. Later that evening, I ran into a place that I thought I could call home for a little bit, and so I made it my home. The parrot was too loud. I'm so sorry. Literally everywhere I went, all I heard was a creeper or a zombie, and it had to be done. As day 4 arrived, I decided to take a dip in the cave near me, and I found out that it was really cool. I've actually never seen a cave underwater like this, and I know it's a new update, but I haven't even played, so... And near that, there was a really cool cave.
Oh my god. I have not seen a single big cave yet, and this is huge.
As I was done caving, I realized it was already day 5. This is moving really quick, and I don't think I'm ready for it. Anyways, I had school the next day, so I decided it would be best if I got off for the night. And I got a message during school the next day saying that they had left. I have no idea where they went. All I know is that they traveled somewhere far. I thought it best to go mining so I could upgrade the rest of my equipment, so that's basically what I did for most of day 5. It felt really good to upgrade all my equipment. I mean, I've been rocking stone swords for 5 days straight, which is not a very good defense strategy. I knew staying here wasn't going to be that fun, so I decided to pack up my bags and head to my friends.
I'm leaving. I gotta get out of here.
I traveled through the night, and on day 6, I found a really sick view. After escaping from a creeper, I was on the run and I ran into a mesa biome, which I'm pretty sure these are really rare, so I was in shock.
Oh my god!
And can we appreciate how good the mesa biome looks with RTX packs on? Like, look at this. On my way up a mountain, I ran into a whole bunch of emerald, which I was really surprised because this is the only emerald I've ever found as an ore. For the rest of day 6, I just kept running. That's literally all I did that day. That and a little bit of caving. Day 7, I hit the seas again. I feel like this is a lot of the video and it's becoming repetitive, but that's okay. I saw a really cool cliff while I was sailing, and I also found a very beautiful sunset. I really enjoyed this moment. I stumbled upon a jungle temple, and inside I opened up the chest, and then I also found out there was a secret chest, which had some pretty decent loot. Later that night, I ran into a village, and this is the first village I've seen on the realm so far. I got myself some brand spanking new armor. During the night of day 8, I met up with all my friends. They wanted to go get blaze rods, so that's exactly what we did. And it took a little bit, but we made it through a whole nother day. We headed back from the nether, and it was about like 2 minutes away from the next day, so we're just going to count this as day 9. At this point, I decided to build my house right on top of this hill. I thought it looked like a nice spot, so I mean, why not? I didn't get much done, but I ended up sleeping through the night until day 10. My friend had a wheat farm just waiting for me, so I decided to start farming. All I have in my notes for day 10 is collect resources, which I have no idea what that means, but I guess I didn't do anything special. Day 11 came around and I decided to terraform so I could start getting a little base down. After a few minutes, the base wasn't looking that bad. I thought that it was going to come out pretty well in the end. I was feeding the cows over at Ari's house and I decided that it was pretty late, so I might as well sleep on his bed too, right? Day 12 through 13, I kind of just mined for the entire time, so there's nothing really special that happened. I was mining for way too long and I started dying to starvation, but thank God for Kason joining the realm at the right time because he was able to save me, so thank you so much. We ended up making it out of that hellhole just in time for the next day, so I'd call that perfect timing. On day 15, I was working some more on my house and I think it's starting to come together. I thought it would be wise if I got a head start on getting some enchantment books, so I made a sugarcane farm. I was getting pretty close to level 30, so I went to the nether so I could mine some nether quartz. In case you didn't know, this stuff gives you a lot of XP and really easily. Even though it isn't finished yet, returning to my house feels really good, and I'm really proud of myself. On day 17, I hit level 30 for the first time. Let's go! I ran to the enchantment table and got Unbreaking 3 on my diamond pickaxe and Fortune 1 on my iron, which is really good and it's going to help me a lot with finding diamonds. With the newly added Fortune pickaxe, we decided we really needed a diamond, so we headed off to find a cave, and we found a pretty huge one, but then the unfortunate happened, and I'll just let you guys watch.
No! I got shot by a skeleton!
Yeah, not off to a great start, are we? Anyways, he made it back in time, and we decided to keep mining. Not long after that, we ran into a few diamonds, which it was only 3, but we had that fortune and we were really hoping that it would end up working. Unfortunately, it didn't, but we ran into a few zombies trying to gang up on me, but I was able to defeat them pretty easily and we made it out safely.
Holy.
That sound you just heard was Kason letting me know that he found more diamonds, and this was a big vein for us. A vein of 4, plus Fortune worked on 3 of them, so we ended up getting about 7. Keep in mind, we are very broke, so this was a very huge moment for us. I was starting to think I was dreaming because we ended up running into more diamonds. This is unbelievable. How much are we going to get? Soon after that, we ran into another diamond block, but we can't win them all because it was only one. I was just taking a quick dip in the pool when I ran into more diamonds. Someone pinched me because I need to wake up. I think I woke up because on day 19, our luck was dry. We couldn't find anything and nothing was going our way. Until we ran into this, a mine shaft, which we knew we had already gotten so much and we didn't want to lose anything, but our curious minds got the best of us. So far, we have collected 33 diamonds, which is insane. We asserted our dominance over the land, and I think it got to our head because we thought we were unstoppable. We killed everything and anything in sight when bangs accidentally hit me off, and I lost 33 diamonds. For the past 2 days, we grinded for those, and it was all just for nothing. On day 20, Kason returned with the loot, but sadly, all the footage I have from day 20 to 26 was corrupted. I have no idea what happened and I'm extremely upset and I'm so sorry to do this to you guys, but we have to skip 6 days. But I could just sum it up. In my notes I have basically, we did nothing. We just mined and we collected resources and I went to go get villagers and I ended up getting the villagers. And here's what we take place after that. Plus I forgot to add that I finished my house. On day 26, I wanted mending, so I ended up making a house for the villagers to breed. After only 3 rerolls, we ended up getting a mending villager, which made me feel pretty good because I thought my luck was finally turning around. Alright, on day 27, I thought it would be a good idea to go farming so I could get some emeralds so I could get that mending book. I needed 1 more emerald to buy the mending book, so I ended up hitting the sugarcane farm, which was pretty slow, but it ended up working. Later that night, I had enough emeralds to buy the mending book, so that's exactly what I did, and it felt really good. I'm feeling pretty good. You know what they say, new mending, new me. And oh my god. That was our mending villager. Well, I wasn't too upset about this because I already had a mending book, but I could always just get another villager. Once the house was repaired, we hit the hay, and we woke up on day 28. Since it was my fault the mending villager died, I decided to spend the whole of day 28 just getting another one, which, I mean, it's not like they're ever going to try and get one themselves, but I might as well for the whole group. My house is looking a little bland, so I decided to add a second level just as decoration. And I think it's kind of coming together pretty good. My girlfriend joined the realm and she didn't know how to get to us, so I had to go out and get her. But we made it to her pretty safely, and she came home with me. As soon as I got her home, everyone was acting like a simp. I mean, look at this guy. I think he's never even seen a woman before. I wanted to visit a new place that we haven't been before, so I decided to go through the nether and travel that way, which is pretty easy. I mean, 1 block equals 64 in the overworld. So yeah, I went through the nether and we came out in a jungle area. Upon leaving the jungle, I ran through a sand village, and I haven't been to this one yet, so it was pretty sick. I ran into a pillager outpost pretty quick after leaving the village, and I decided to kill the top guy so I could get the omen.
You guys want to do a raid?
I was really excited to do this raid with all the boys, so I ran back and then I realized I ran straight through a village and started the raid in the sand village. So I had to fend it all off on my own. I'm not an expert on raids, and I know there's like certain levels to them, but I think you have to complete the raids multiple times in order to get that. But I basically just got a whole bunch of emeralds and iron loot. These big rhino looking things with villager noses were pretty scary, so I actually towered up so I don't get hit by them. I don't know if I'd get one shot or what, but I was pretty intimidated. At the end of the raid, I got the hero buff, which I think you know what that means. Yeah, it's trading time. On day 34, I got back home and I decided to trade with the sharpness 5 villagers so I could get a good sword. Day 35, I went diamond mining and brought home a pretty good amount of diamonds. 34 to be exact. We were preparing to fight the ender dragons, so I enchanted all my diamond armor and got protection on most of them. My friend needed diamonds and I needed netherite, so we made a deal and I made a pretty good amount of upgrades. This was our last night before defeating the ender dragon, and I gotta say, we were pretty nervous, but we were so antsy that as soon as we woke up, we took off bolting towards the stronghold to beat the game. But before we get into an epic montage, let me just show you how dumb this guy looks.
Leather cap, leather pants, leather shoes.
Is that enchanted stone or is that enchanted netherite? That's
It's
stone.
enchanted stone, but it has a sharpness 2 on it.
There's no way.
And here we go.
On 3, 1.
Oh my god.
Until we
so
finish.
There it is! The zone done.
You guys should like rebuild the Ender Dragon.
Alright, blow it, Sage, if you can.
What?
Oh my gosh. Who the
We
fuck
hit him
did all
with
that?
so much.
Go, go, go!
It's over. It's over for him.
Yes! Let's go.
Get your XP. Are you guys done with the series now?
Yes. No.
Oh.
Yes. Rain that XP on me, bitch. 23. What? Who's hogging it all? Who got all the XP?
Alright, break that shit.
Alright, so we officially beat the game, but we still wanted to get Electras and explore a little bit, so we headed right into the portal and got to work. I bridged from island to island for about 34 minutes until I finally found a ship.
Oh, there's a ship.
I thought this was pretty lucky because this was the first city I ran into as well. So without any hesitation at all, I bridged straight up to that boat and got that sweet Electra, baby. After looting the boat, I went over to the tower and started killing some shulkers so I could get shulker boxes. I put all my valuable items that I collected into an ender chest, that way I could make it back home safely, and if I died, then I wouldn't have to stress about anything. I spent the rest of the few days just mining down the towers because I wanted to collect some more end brick because I had a pretty cool sandstone end brick idea in mind. When I returned to the portal, it gave me the end screen or whatever plays like the credits, and it was pretty sick because I haven't seen this in about 3 years, so it felt really cool and nostalgic for me. Because it was such a long trek to get there in the first place, I decided to make a nether portal so that we could just travel through the nether and it would be maybe 10 times, 16 times quicker actually if you do the math. After we made it back to the nether portal that takes us to our house, I got hit off by a piglin and I somehow survived. I don't know how, but I made an arrow pointing towards the end, so anytime I want to go back there, I could get back there with ease. I finally made it home and I deposited all my end material in a double chest so I could get to it whenever I need. I decided to go check out my girlfriend's house just because I heard she was making progress, and when I got there, I was pleasantly surprised and was shocked because her house was better than mostly all of our houses combined. I mean, if you've seen anyone else's, they're kind of just planks. It's a really ugly. We'll have to work on that. The front of Ari's house got blown up by a creeper, and I can't remember if it was me that triggered it or someone else, but I'm gonna be honest, it was probably me. I probably just wasn't looking, or I was writing down a note. And then when I returned home, I found out there was a creeper hole in front of my house, so I repaired that as well, and then I proceeded to go to bed and wake up on day 46. Which I spent all of just getting a mending book so I could put it on my Electra, which I did, by the way. Now all I needed on the Electra was Unbreaking 3, which just so happens our villager also died, which had that. So I'd have to grind for that as well, but it felt really good to have the mending anyways. Which I decided to flex by flying right past everybody. I thought it was about time that the farms got a little trim, so that's what I did for the rest of day 46. The last few days were spent farming for some more emeralds, that way I could trade with villagers again. And that brings us to day 50. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do appreciate it. And here's the last day. All right, day 50 is here, everybody, and it's actually pretty crazy. I've never made a video like this before on Minecraft, and I've had a lot of fun doing it, and I want to continue this. So please, if you're seeing this, drop a sub and drop a like. Anyways, I want to go show everything that we've accomplished so far. So starting with my house, I didn't do much. I'm not gonna lie, I really did not do much with it. But I don't think that's the point that matters. We got a lot. We have all this stuff. We ended up getting a lot of diamonds, and I've collected. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I need to be more organized. But over here we have my girlfriend's house. And yes, I forgot to say, but my girlfriend actually joined the server for the last few days, and she made a nice little bridge, a nice little house. Oh, she even has an upstairs. Oh, that's sick. I didn't even know this. What? She has a god apple, and I didn't even know that. Where is she? Oh my god, my girlfriend's a pimp. She has a little pet horse out here. This is really sick. I didn't even really check out her house that much. All right, now if we go over here, we have our villager trading hall, of course. Oh my gosh. Ow. Oh my god. We have all these guys. We have all the crazy. I wish I could have upgraded them more by now, but we have the mending guy in here. Thank you so much, mending guy, for everything you've done for us. Jesus Christ. Let's go over here. There's Luke's house that he's making. Luke just joined us. Thing's crazy house. I can't really read the signs. They're a bit inappropriate, but I don't know what he has down here though. Oh, he has a dead end. Cool. But we're in Ari's house. I think this guy is a close competitor to the building scene. He has somewhat a style. I mean, the colors match. I don't know what this is. That does not look good. I think Ari's the one that most. Look at this. He got a lot done. He got netherite first. He got a full stack of netherite armor. I don't know where it's at. It's probably on him right now. Trent has a little hobbit hole, and it looks a bit weird, but I honestly think this is really sick. He has a nice design. He has a pet panda that's on his back. Oh my god. What big noise. He's collected a few things. What? He has a gold block, just a flex. I mean I have over 150 gigabytes of footage that I have to edit, which I'm only on day 18 of editing right now, which is gonna kill me, but I think we could do it. And thank you guys again so much, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video for 100 days.